What is the theme behind Fire and Ice Show?
So the Fire and Ice Show is between me, ShawNshawN, and our other artist, which is Corey Kiesels-Price. We're doing two different styles. One is based on fire, and another was based on ice. I'm the ice of the show, so I'm doing the architectural abstraction, and she's doing more of a realism with the fire.
How did fire influence your life?
So fire, that's an interesting question. When I was younger, we lived in a farmhouse, and somehow I got myself, I think my parents were smoking at the time, and I got my hands on a pack of matches, those old wooden matches, and I somehow set on the couch on fire. And I didn't know what to do, so I tried to put it out with a fork, and then luckily my parents showed up and took the couch outside the house. They couldn't even put it out, so they just let it burn outside. So, but if they hadn't shown up, I would have burned the whole house down.
And how did ice influence your life?
So at age 10, later on my parents had split, and we were living separately, and I had a dog. I went for a walk next to these apartments, and it just started to snow. It's snowing down really nice. And behind my house, there was all this kind of wild forest, and there was these water puddles, and they're frozen over, and I was swinging over these vines, and I fell through it, broke, and fell right into the ice. And I was like up to waist deep, and then I'm like, oh my God, it's freezing. I get out, I'm like, I don't have to get home right away. So I start running home. On the way up, I fell on a broken glass and cut my leg. Later I got stitches, I didn't know. And so I made it home, I was fine, but the dog ran away, so I lost my dog.
What is architectural abstraction?
I've always done kind of an abstract style with a lot of angles in it, and I saw a show by Augustine Kofi, and he did this really structured angles where he took particular degree angles, and it's a mix between graffiti style and angular. So I've kind of taken some of those elements and did a series of paintings where it's fixed on a 30-degree angle and limited palette, so you have particular colors, you only use those colors, and you just kind of blend and layer the painting up.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Corey.